we just got out of the bath. Okay. Hey, how's everyone doing? Let me check my internet. Hey, should be working now. Hi Johnny. How's it going? Hey Raphael. Hi. What's up? Welcome to the channel. How's everyone doing? Hi Clint, how's it going? Hello from Oregon. How are you doing? Clint's a pretty cool name. It'll always remind me of Clint Eastwood, and I like Clint Eastwood. It's good to see you too, Raphael. Man, things have been pretty wild. Looks like my channel's finally monetized, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. I was just accepted into the YouTube partnership program, and something about super chats. Now there's like this other icon up here. It's like a little message, like message box up here with a star on it and a dollar sign. Huh. Wonder how that works. I am very new to this. Well, it's about time. It's about time. It's about time. Hey. Connection's working all right? Waiting for more people to join. So, gosh, these bangs just want to get in my way. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Clint. Thank you. You're the very first. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hi, Anthony. Very much appreciated. Hey, Bordeaux fan. Thank you. Do I snore? You know, I've been told, well, usually I'm pretty quiet when I sleep. Usually it's not like, I don't usually snore, but there are times when I'll be in a certain position. I don't know what it is, but I've had people tell me they've heard me snore before, but it's not like every time I sleep. I don't know, it might be this, the position in which I'm sleeping. Like if I sleep on my back, I might end up snoring, might get some phlegm caught up in there. I don't know if I can get sleep apnea. You know, it's like, I thought that usually happened to either people who were a little overweight or people who are up there in age. Right? I mean, can sleep apnea happen to anyone? Because one time my dad heard me snoring, and he thought, "Wow, you might have sleep apnea someday," or, and I'm like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Well, be careful. Just be careful." It's like, okay. Huh. Thank you. Yeah, I love this blouse too. Thanks for coming to my channel, everyone. Hey, guess what? I just got monetized today. I just got accepted into the YouTube partnership program, guys. Who you want to win the Oscar for Best Actor? Oh, who should? Who should? Who should? Who should? Steve Buscemi? No. Well, yeah, but he's a really good character actor. Uh, John Hurt, but he's dead. Hey, Felix. My pronouns are she, her. I have 2 X chromosomes. Hey, Mustafa. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Wednesday. I didn't get to go to church on Sunday. I gotta ask like people if they want to come with me or something. Like usually people want to come with, and if I don't ask them, I'm afraid they're gonna get like hurt feelings or something. But I should go anyway. I should just get up and go. It's like fucking I'm an adult. I'll just do whatever I want, you know. Am I rapture ready? What do you mean by rapture? What are you referring to there? You know, I can't even do a freaking cartwheel, dude, so I'm not gonna do a backflip. Owning Mahoney again. Never seen that movie. Yeah, I miss going to mass. I need to do that again. Revelation second coming. Yeah, I thought you might have been referring to Revelations, the rapture or something. Yeah. The end of the world. Huh. I'm American. Petar, how are you doing? Hi, Stellar Nirapam. Good to see you, Gigi Young. Welcome. Welcome again. Hey, Powdered Water 7. I'm a painter, actually. I also paint on my live streams. Always accept commissions. In fact, I might even start a bid next time I start painting. Just ask people to bid for it. But yeah, I paint. I'll show you some of my work, actually. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me finish this here. But yeah, I'll show you some of my work. I got watercolors and I've got oil. Right now I work primarily in watercolor because, you know, it's kind of where I'm living right now. It's such a big hassle getting out all the oil paint and tools and stuff. It's kind of messy. Where the cat, you know, it's always a hazard with the cats. I mean, when I was painting last night, one of the cats tried to ambush me. She pounced from way up high on the freaking tea cabinet. Almost blasted my freaking painting and the water all over the place. So yeah, I gotta be careful, but at least it provides a little amusement for you guys. What I don't like about those YouTube shorts that always play the same music, you know, like that Fifth Harmony song, "That's My Girl" is the one you always hear, or you know, they're just like they always play the same music. Their little movie clip short. It gets stuck in my freaking head, man. If I just if I scroll past it, you know, and I'm like forced to hear it. It's like, and then I'm forced to hear it again if I'm still scrolling. It's like the same song I keep hearing, and it's now stuck in my freaking head. Also, guys, if I'm like, I don't know, not well coordinated, I just had my period, so I'm not feeling all that good. I'm gonna have some coffee. Guten Morgen. It's 2 a.m. Wow. Over here it is it's 12:41 p.m. Yeah, some guys are very intimidated by my jawline. It's really weird. There are a lot of women with strong jawlines. Angelina Jolie, Demi Moore, that Sarah Connor or Linda Hamilton actress people are comparing me to. Um, who else? There's oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Reese Witherspoon, Big Chin. Um, and there's another that comes to mind. Oh man, so many, so many women with strong jawlines. Not just me. So no, I'm not masculine whatsoever. Hey, young Tom Cruise was really hot. And yeah, I can imagine a female Tom Cruise would be really pretty. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Ganesh. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Lucian. Lucian loves songs. Thank you, Youngblood. Nice. I look like your friend Zach. You know, I'm not even sure what my blood type is. You'd think everyone's supposed to know what their freaking blood type is, but it's I don't know. I really don't. I haven't been to the doctor in a little while either. And no one's really told me what my blood type is. No one's ever told me what my blood type is from what I can recall. Huh. My guess is that when I was little, someone told my dad what my blood type was, but I never got to hear about it. Anyone else here know what their blood type is? Yeah, I mean, so I remember recalling someone saying, like, everyone should know what their blood type is, you know? It's like, yeah, everyone should know what their blood type is. But I don't, unfortunately. I should ask my freaking provider. Oh, thank you, Watson. Yeah, I won't be comparing myself to other people. In terms of, like, you know, in an insecure sense, that is. Miss Dimples. Okay. I'm not in a relationship with you, Narcan. Okay, Narcan is a very common, reoccurring troll. He's full of it. He goes from trolling and saying stuff like, "Oh, and why did you decide to get in a relationship with me?" Liar. He goes from bullshit like that to trying to act normal. So please ignore this mofo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna report that. Ignore him. If he keeps going, I'll do something about it. That's your one warning, Narcan. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's not because I go to the gym, it's not because I mean, I walk a lot. I lift weights every now and then. Actually, I just started lifting weights recently on the regular. That is like, it used to not be, I move a fuck ton. I move a lot. Especially when I had my own apartment and I had a job at the cafe, and man, I was a freaking hard worker. I was a beast of labor. I was a freaking plow animal. I just work. And whenever I'd go grocery shopping, and again, I don't drive, I'd carry both heavy bags home, feeling the sting in my muscles. And when I took art classes, I had 40 by 30 inch substrates, guys. I'm talking massive. I'd have multiple big substrates in a portfolio, and I'd have my huge textbook filled backpack, like really big textbooks, art books, and like big, and some, you know, always something in the other hand too. Sometimes, sometimes I'd even go grocery shopping and put on more of the baggage, and that really hurt my arms, man. Like, but I endured it, thinking to myself, well, it'll make me stronger. It's like exercise, and it kind of paid off. It kind of paid off there. I've never been to Bulgaria. I'll bet it's really beautiful there. Ignore the people asking me if I'm a boy or a girl. It's stupid. I'm obviously a girl. I just washed my hair. It's wet. You see? It's not grease. It's wet. Fool. Scramble. Scramble this. Whoops. Yeah, I have, I just washed my hair, and I have this really nice hair mask that's coconut keratin biotin. And man, my hair smells really good too. It smells so good. See, obviously it's wet, guys. Obviously it's wet. You see all that? It's wet. I'm not greasy. What's my diet daily? Well, I'm kind of on a cream of wheat fix. So when I make my cream of wheat, I have a whole entire third cup of cream of wheat. Now, I'm telling you, that fills up an entire freaking bowl. That is a whole lot of heavy-ass porridge that I cook in whole milk, okay? I flavor the milk with a little bit of salt. And I top my cream of wheat with pecans, with frozen blueberries I slightly thawed. I chill a chia pudding. I make a chia pudding in whole milk and honey the night before, and I put a couple big dollops of that on top. It adds a nice layer of texture to the cream of wheat. I add dried cranberries, a prune, like a quarter of a banana. Give Shando the other part because he loves bananas, and I just want extra blueberries and extra everything else in there. It's very filling. And then a big dollop of hemp seeds on top. I love hemp seeds on cream of wheat. And anything else? Oh yeah, I put a little tiny bit of vanilla extract in it as it's cooking. Sometimes I even just put it into the milk before it boils. And I put a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg into my cream of wheat. It's really delicious. Oh yeah, and stevia, of course. And stevia in the cream of wheat as it's cooked, you know, at pretty much right after it's done cooking in the pot. And then once I scoop it into the bowl and everything else is assembled, I drizzle a little honey on top. I'm already wearing an American shirt. It doesn't matter what my blood type is, huh? You would think there would be importance in certain situations, certain medical situations. I mean, I really don't know. Some crabs have blue blood. My profession, well, I just became a freaking YouTuber. I mean, I'm monetized on YouTube now. That's not like, I don't know if that could be deemed a profession, but I'm a painter, and I sell by commission. I'll show you some of my artwork, actually. One moment. I'll show you a few of them, just a few. Okay. Okay, this is my best friend who passed away in 2021. This is Adrian. Oil. This is an oil painting. I remember I was so into this painting, like I was so immersed in what I was doing here. I remember it was at the college. I was in the corner at my easel just painting this practically in one sitting, in one day. I think maybe, yeah, in one freaking day I did this. Sometimes some of the best oil paintings come out when every stroke is super assured, when it's not overdone, when it's dynamic, when, you know, I was crying while I painted this. This is my favorite painting of my best friend. See, that's, I want you to get it better without that dang light making it difficult. See, I want you to see the there you go, the textures and everything there. Yeah, here in that newspaper. Let me show you a few more. Okay, this is this one I did at my grandma's house when I lived with her. Rest in peace, Grandma. She was my hero. But this is John's. I actually wish that I had done a portrait of her. I wish I had painted her as she sat in her chair. I really do. And I had planned it too. I just didn't expect for her to pass away 4 months later. But she was just the strongest person to me. But this is John Steinbeck, and it'll always remind me, I mean, of me being at my grandma's house just painting it. But I've been obsessed with him for a while. East of Eden's my favorite book. I like the detailing in the face, the cheekbone, the flame, the luminosity of the flame, the cord of the lamp, the shadows on the walls, the contrast between the brightness outside and everything. And yeah, I really like how that one turned out. I love how that one turned out. That's why I framed it. In fact, I framed that in a special frame. I went to get that specially framed. I'll never do that again though, because that's expensive. Unless I can afford it. Here is Chester Bennington. This is a commission by commissioned by one of my viewers here, Raid the Fairy. I'm just looking for a box to put it in, so it's not. I have perfect bubble wrap, like a perfect amount of bubble wrap to keep it nice and safe, but I need a good box. And I thought I had one, but it was too small. I want to get this to them as soon as possible, by the way. I want to like sometime I just want to order some appropriate sized boxes just for all this purpose, so I can just keep producing artwork and promptly go into the office to sell it. You know, I mean, to deliver it. I mean, I just want it to be that business. I want to get her done. You know. And I'm not just all talk, no action, man. I'm actually, you know, my client told me that thing could take months and it would be okay, but I got it done in 2 days. So yeah, I'm always accepting commissions. I might start a painting later today. In fact, you know what? I finished a painting last night on live stream, and someone even offered to buy this one. So I might sell it, but they also offered to commission me for something custom, which I might decide on that. But it surprised me that he wanted to buy it because it's a self-portrait, per request. You know, people wanted for me to paint Shando and myself on live stream. Shando's my dog. Shando's my best friend, guys. He's my baby. He's my best friend living. You know, it's like, it seems so, like, Shando's face looks so dark, you know, in my camera. Like, but as you can see, you know, it's not like you can actually see his, like, mouth, the line of his mouth and everything, you know. It's like, you can see some detailing in Shando's face. It's not, like, all black there. But yeah, that's That's Shando and me. I actually like how that turned out. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I love this paper. This watercolor paper is slightly bigger than that. It's not as expensive at all, like, and way more paper. And it's pretty big, and it doesn't warp that much. Yeah, I mean, that Chester Bennington watercolor paper is like the best of 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 the best, sir, watercolor paper you can ever have. It is like 10 to $15 per sheet. I kid you not. It's expensive AF. Per sheet of paper. Let me show you. I'm not, of course, I don't think I can show you like brands and stuff like that. You know, I'm not like, but like, there we go. This watercolor paper is expensive. I use that for Chester. And the watercolor paint palette that I have one that's by the French brand that starts with Sen and ends in an air. Okay? In fact, the headquarters of that place, I think it came out in like the 1700s or 1800s. I'm not sure. I have to research that again. But it's right across the headquarters for that art brand. It is right across the street from the Louvre in Paris. It's my favorite art brand, and I have a watercolor set by that brand. That's like, it's honey based. They're so beautiful and vibrant. It's like 300 freaking bucks for this palette of watercolor paints. Just a palette. It's big. It's a lot of colors, but it cost me a pretty penny, which is why I charge. For my watercolors. We will have a bid. Thank you. I don't mind being called a handsome lady. Shirley Bellinger. I'm not sure who she is. I don't think I've seen Oz, actually. Oz. Which Oz are you talking about? There's so many renditions of The Wizard of Oz, dude. Like, there's that one with Fairuza Balk, or that actress from The Craft when she was younger. There was a Wizard of Oz rendition in the 80s with her in it. I don't look like Shelley Duvall. I know that. My eyes aren't that big. I'm not that mousy. You can ask a question still alive if it's not mean. My favorite watercolor artist is Joseph Bukvik. Honestly, I have no idea. Some of those Russian names they lose me. Oh, coffee. Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, I just got monetized today. I just got my channel monetized today, guys. I mean, it's a means for celebration. Oh yeah, I love that movie, Pulp Fiction. Cool. Someone just followed me on my Instagram. Thank you. I'll follow you back. Yeah, and just so you guys know, this channel is first and foremost, primarily, we talk about changing our bad habits. We talk about addiction, recovery from addiction. I was addicted to heroin for 6 years, and I've been clean as of February 28, 2023. Gosh, I mean, we share our war stories, we share our happy stories. We talk about painting, we talk about art, we talk about video games. I play video games with you guys. In some of my earlier videos, I'm playing video games for you guys, and yeah, I still need to figure out OSB Studio or OBS Studio. I haven't even gotten back to that in a while because I've been more immersed in my painting. But actually, I wanted to show you guys my Artist Tutor Pro. I wanted to work on that for you guys, and maybe if maybe someone can't afford to buy traditional artwork, with traditional media, they might be able to buy a digital piece. How I'm gonna send that to them, I'm not sure. But I'll do some research into that. I'm very, very new to digital art. But I can show you one of my digital art pieces. In fact, I'll do that now because I have it right here somewhere. God, dude, I'm cramping. I'm cramping. Okay, where is it? I hate cramps, guys. Freaking hate them. You know, it's like sometimes I think like, well, then it's like everyone freaking hates pain. Everyone hates cramps. But then I take a pause and I'm like, wait a minute. Some people actually really seem to like pain. I wonder if people enjoy their freaking cramps. 'Cause that's crazy to me. Well, at least it means I'm healthy. Because I have been without my period for long periods of time before. Let's see. I think it's this one. Just want to make sure I'm not like screwing anything. Oh, okay. Dude, here it is. Okay. Krita. I did it on Krita. It's an art it's an art software. Let me show you. Oh no. Almost ended my live stream by accident. Here we go. This is based off of another artist's work. It's a study. I forget the artist's name because he's kind of an obscure artist. He's probably alive today. It's like it's not like one of the masters. I mean, I'm a real geek when it comes to art history, but my favorite art movements are the post-impressionism, or between post-impressionism or even impressionism and then all the way through expressionism. I like Neue Sachlichkeit, which means new objectivity. A lot of that art is really interesting because it's like super political and shows a lot of lore in the painting. It's like it tells a story of what's going on in the world at that time. Ooh. Yeah, I used to eat oatmeal every day, Matt. I used to eat oatmeal every single day. But I just really love the texture and flavor of cream of wheat. It's kind of like a childhood nostalgia. Yeah, I'm gravitated to it in that sense. It's so good. And that would be the perfect thing for me to have today because I'm like cramping and I don't want anything too salty and I want something with lots of fruit and something that's like really comfort food. That'd be perfect for dinner tonight. I do not like eating salty food on my period. I mean, I know some women might like that on their period, but I don't. Makes the cramps worse if I have something way too salty on my period. And I mean, hell, man, I mean this here was a freaking sacrifice. I mean, drinking black coffee, that can even make it worse. But I had to. It's a trade-off. Thank you, Don. Thank you. I'm glad you like my painting. Thank you, MJ Klein. Yeah, I'm actually pretty behind the comments. Sorry. As I'm breaking the habit. You gotta wonder what he's reading that made him so pensive, huh? Heck yeah, that's honorable. I'd be proud if that was me. Good shit. Thanks for showing. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mason. Yep. Thank you, Leonard. Were you talking about like my John Steinbeck painting looks gangsta? Or are you talking about my Adrian one? Because they both kind of look gangsta. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Adrian. That is the name of my best friend up there. Rest in peace. Yeah, I mean, over the course of the past few days, I've been craving cigarettes for whatever reason. No idea why. Because it's kind of weird, but they're the only thing that's helping me stay away from it. And the fact that I don't have moolah. But even if I had moolah, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to spend my money on that. You know how expensive cigarettes are over here? I'm not even going to start. I'm not even going to get back into that habit because, like, I don't even know. Obviously, they've gone up since I last bought a pack because it just kept going up and 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 up. But, like, last time I checked, they were like $14 a pack. When did Chester Bennington pass away? I think, God, I'm not even sure. Because it doesn't seem that long ago. My guess is like 2021. Let me check. Because it's just such a trip when I get the years completely wrong due to the fact that I'm getting old and time just is fleeting. Could also be because I did drugs and, like, that'll definitely warp your perception of time. I was definitely using when he passed away around the time. Maybe I was. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh, man, he aged like fine wine. He looks like so much better as he was aging. Chester Bennington. I saw a photo of him like in his early 20s versus like, you know, right before he passed away, and he was just like fine wine, man. That guy was aging like fine wine. He's a good guy. He seemed like such a good guy too. Like, it's super super sad. When did he pass? Oh, I was about to say, man, the first year that came in mind was 2017. Why did I say 2021? Dang it. I could have gotten that right, guys. Yeah, it was 2017 when he passed away. But yeah, that was the first year that came to mind. But I thought, nah, that's way too long ago. That's almost a decade ago, right? I didn't know he died almost a decade ago. But 2017 was the first year that came to mind because I recall reading that somewhere. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Guys, wait. Oh, one sec. Oh. Shanda, I love you. Can I have a kiss? I love you so much, baby. I'm gonna make Mama feel better. Excuse me, guys. I just like have a... Excuse me. Don't... No, nothing to worry about, hopefully. Oh my gosh. God. Excuse me. Whew. You should paint one where you lovingly hug some cream of wheat. Wouldn't mind drawing that. I'm not gonna waste my paintings on that. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe. I hope I'll get some sponsorship someday. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really excited about my my channel being monetized. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Yankee Ward. I do wear my hair up. I do. I wear it kind of like, partially up. But I'm waiting for it to dry because it'll absolutely pull on my scalp and I'll lose some precious hairs if I do that. Right now, I gotta wait for it to dry. You see, my hair's still a little bit damp. But yeah, I've had my hair very short for the majority of my life. I'm just trying it out long now. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. That wasn't water, Jeremy. That was coffee, black coffee. Can even see my coffee stain in there, maybe. I don't know. You see my coffee stain? Yeah. I love coffee. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, well, I care about my bad habits. If you're you know, if you're careful and you're take your time, you can absolutely change your habits for the better and develop good ones. Like the habit of getting back into my painting, or you know, replacing bad habits with good habits will make our lives better. I guess tomboys don't exist these days. It's like either I'm trans or I'm just like a wannabe dude or something. Like, stupid. What a moron. They probably saw one picture of Kirk Douglas and thought that dimples are only for guys. And also, they probably think that girls don't have Adam's apples too. Actually, women do have Adam's apples. They're just a lot smaller. They're a heck of a lot smaller, guys. I don't like having to school people on the anatomy, but like, you know how many guys have absolutely no clue about the female body in any way, shape, or form, and yet just love to comment on it? It's only because of female doctors that we know anything about, like, you know, that women's medical science has improved, like gynecology and childbirth and all that. You know, I mean, if it wasn't for women doctors, more women would be freaking dying in the hospital because men are just clueless when it comes to the female body. We need more female doctors taking care of women. I have nothing against men, by the way. I love men. And by the way, 90% of my audience is men. I would like to kind of even it out. It makes me feel a little weird when I think like, yeah, I mean, I don't have it twisted, man. I don't have it twisted. I'll just leave it at that. I don't have it twisted. There are a lot of bad intentions out there. It's like, and there's no way for me to know, you know, really, until people make it plumb obvious by acting all desperate, by getting really butthurt if I don't respond to them within an hour or so, because like yeah, I mean, I don't even know them. Like, I've had, you know, some people have been acting real desperate, and that's a real red flag there. I mean, that's got to avoid people like that. And the thing is, I can be way too freaking nice. I have a hard time saying no. But if someone crosses me, and I mean really crosses me, if someone has a large amount of audacity, yeah, if they start, for instance, a big one is like if someone starts spreading friggin' lies about me, then I'm going to expose the living shit out of them. I can't stand people lying about other people. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for the $20. Hey, I didn't see that come up. Thank you, C. Drama. Hey, I've been clean almost 3 years, since February 28, 2023. You know, I should, Texas or bust, have a 3-year celebratory cake, but you see, my birthday's February 26th. And I'm gonna make a cake then, man. I'm gonna make a Tre Leche cake. Thank you. Yeah, my absolute favorite art movements are post-impressionism, because my favorite artist of all time is Toulouse-Lautrec. I love Toulouse-Lautrec. I wish I had a big coffee table book of his works, because, I mean, I've got Egon Schiele here. Woo, he's one of my absolute favorites. He's expressionism. He died of the Spanish flu in 1917, I believe, as a young man. The guy was a real narcissistic windbag, though. But he was young, right? And he was an artist, which is kind of typical. But he was really a womanizer, man. He did not treat women right. That's Sheila, one of my favorite artists. Does some impeccable watercolors and oils. Oh, okay. So a lot of these are nude, and I mean it's art, right? But even YouTube can be a little anal when it comes to nudity. No pun intended. Just look for one here. There's no boobies. Boobies and da 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 da. Ooh, this one's very morbid. You know what that's a painting of? That's a painting of a dead pregnant woman with her baby trapped inside of her. That's very morbid, isn't it? That's Egon Schiele. Like, who thinks of painting stuff like that? Yeah, someone who bore witness to a lot of death. Maybe he painted that around the Spanish flu and saw that image, that actual person. And you know, I just love his work so much. He does really beautiful landscapes too. Like, I love that. I love the way he did the sun, you know? The way he did the sun there is just gorgeous. I love Egon Schiele. Austrian artist. No, Narcan, heroin hasn't brought growth in essential creativity. That's a lie. F off. Reporting you. Now I'm going to report you. I gave you one chance. I'm going to report you now. I got to see here what... Okay, let's see. Okay, wait. I didn't even know what to report you for, but the closest thing was misinformation. Can you believe that? Telling people that heroin brings everyone creativity, like, fudge off. How do you feel about commercial art, and do you see a difference in art and commercial art? Honestly, Yankee Ward, I really don't know exactly what that entails, commercial art, but I'll learn something. I should know that. You'd think I would know that. Let me see, because I've heard of that term before, but let me see. It doesn't sound like something I'd be that interested in, actually. Well, maybe. Let's check it out. Commercial art meaning. Okay. Oh, that type of art. Hell yeah. I have a whole coffee table book on commercial art. Okay. I thought there was like another name for that type of art. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's very like Toulouse-Lautrec, you know? Oh, let me show you. My one of my favorite art coffee table books that's got a bunch of really cool commercial art. Damn. I don't know, man, if I want like a brain fart or what, but that's absolutely something I should be able to recognize off the top of my head. But yeah, commercial art. Prints. Sort of like poster art, you know, like, yeah, my book got real bent and out of shape too from freaking moving everywhere, and it kind of sucks. This is one of my favorite, and it even got a little wet in some places, but here, Isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't the stuff gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those colors. Poster art, guys. I mean, yeah, commercial art. I don't know if that's commercial art, but here we go. Here we go. Like, let me show you something that's real commercial art. Yeah, there we go. Commercial art. Yeah. Beautiful. I love this book. It even comes with a print of an artwork. Oh, there we go. There's some Toulouse-Lautrec, guys. You see? That's Toulouse-Lautrec. That was an actual performer he knew. I think her name was Yvette. Yeah, Yvette. I mean, I could go through this whole thing, guys, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. I love the line work. It is so expressive. It is so vibrant and bustling and exquisite. I like that one with the dog or cat. Is that a cat? No, it's a dog. Okay. I like these ones. They're like wood block prints, I think. Let me see. Those are, yeah, they're woodcuts. Woodcut print. Inspired by Japanese art. In fact, Impressionism was inspired by Japanese wood block prints. Degas, the artist who painted all the ballerinas in the Impressionist period, he was inspired by Japanese woodblock prints. And you can definitely see the inspiration when you compare them. Thank you for the donation. I didn't cry. I haven't cried today, not one bit. Maybe I have like freaking Tom Cruise syndrome where I look like I'm crying or something. No, I don't. Nicolas Cage also looks like he's crying a lot. And so does Mel Gibson. I love watermelon when it's perfectly in season. And you know, you can actually determine whether a watermelon is pretty ripe. You want to look for a watermelon with a yellow spot, I believe. You want to have a yellow patch on your watermelon. You don't want for it to be white. You don't want for it to be too pale. You want for it to be a nice vibrant yellow. Soft mints or mint crumbles, huh? Okay, Hayes, I'll check that out. Soft mints or mint crumbles. I could probably order that on Amazon or something. Soft mint or mint crumbles. I'll write that down because I'm not going to remember that. What the hell's in here? Oh, okay. Peppermint nut. Soft mint crumble. Okay. Reference. Yeah, I'm getting real behind. Huh. Well, good for you for not trying heroin or cocaine when you were in that situation, because that would be a difficult place for me to be in if I were you. Like, I probably wouldn't have made it out without being too curious to try some. I mean, curiosity really almost killed a cat in my case. That, my social anxiety, and making too many excuses for wanting to start using that crap. What females? Okay. Yeah, you quit smoking when they hit $5. Wow, you know what? Yeah, again, they're like for a pack of American spirits, it's like $14, 15 even. It's probably more now. Yeah, I know. I've heard they're very expensive in New York. But man, you know how much they used to cost here not very long ago? American spirits? They used to cost like $7 or something around there. That's like that's less than half of that. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not vegan actually. I'm not vegan. I love meat. I love red meat. There was a period of time too where I was just eating red meat every day. And I felt like I need to take it easy because you can accumulate too much uric acid and develop gout. I know that's something that's a lot more prevalent in males, gout. And it's because guys tend to eat a lot more red meat than women do. But I was eating a lot of red meat and I was worried I might get that. Huh. Thank you, Paul. Do you have any idea how your strength and continued recovery is inspiring others? Be proud. Thank you. Yeah, I try to only pay attention to you know kind and positive comments and constructive criticism and truths. I really do. I try to. I'm getting better at avoiding the trolls, but if sometimes they'll say something that really pisses me off, like trying to promote the use of heroin to my viewers, and that's just unacceptable. Got rid of Narcan in a heartbeat. I mean, I gave him one chance after I read one bad comment from him, and then he started saying like, "Oh, heroin just brings all the creativity." You know, it's like, f off. You don't need to do heroin to be an artist. That's stupid. And also, if you start doing heroin and stuff, well, as an artist, and you run out of art materials, you're not going to be, you're going to have to choose between either buying heroin or buying art because you're not going to be able to afford it. And also, that honeymoon phase ends, everything becomes all about the heroin, 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 heroin. And you're not, and it's like, you can't, your tolerance gets so high that you can't even feel any high. You can't feel the same high that you did before. You're just gonna get rid of the sickness and the jonesing, and you'll have to buy multiple times a day if you want that high, which you do. You'll want that high real bad, even if you just took a shot and it made you so that at least you weren't sick. It just becomes running away from dope sickness, and it's no way to live life, guys. Fuck off, Narcan. Man, wouldn't it be cool if Elon Musk sponsored me? Wow. As if. What's my favorite animal besides dogs? Specifically, dogs are my favorite common pet, but of course. But my favorite animals, I like lions and I like elephants. I like lions a lot. And elephants are really cool. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, I would say it gives you, when you do drugs like that, you learn from it. If you're able to get out of it, you develop a certain situational awareness. That's kind of true, Hayes. Situational awareness. Thank you. Thank you, Sen. I should try acting, huh? I would enjoy that. I'd have fun. Maybe an agent will come across my channel, you know? As if. I doubt it. Yep. I am an old soul. You're right about that. It's true. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Clint. Just came across the donation down there. I appreciate it. Yeah, oops. There we go. Thank you. That's so much appreciated. You're the second or third person who has donated to my channel via the what's it called, super chat. Yeah, I just got monetized today, guys. I couldn't tell you how excited I was when I got the notification, because I was kind of worried. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't find me eligible or wouldn't accept me due to, I don't know. Good. There's always some like paranoia in the back of my mind that, oh, maybe I swear too much, or maybe they don't like the fact that I'm like vaping, or you know. But it's all good. Thank you, Skate. I'm glad you like my chin. It's kind of a, you know, take some people don't like it, some people do. You can take it or leave it, you know? It's like I don't mind it. A lot of celebrities have chin dimples. You notice that? A lot of them, but you don't really see them that often in real life, especially like the kind of Kirk Douglas slash John Travolta slash mid chin dimple. You know, that's kind of, I don't see that very often. The mid chin, like that. I see it like down there a lot, like that. You know, I see this chin a lot, like, you know. Yeah, trying to make my chin look like a common common chin dimple. Yeah, that's more like a Demi Lovato chin dimple. It's all the way at the bottom and actually looks like a butt. But I got like a crater there. It looks like someone shot me right in the chin. Yeah, I'm a tomboy, and you know who is also a tomboy? Joe from Little Women. It doesn't mean I'm like gay or anything. Just so you know. Yes. And man, I feel like a woman. Dun dun dun. Why's your name David? I'm a woman. Oh yeah, beware of perverted doctors, man. I felt like I had a perverted doctor at one point. Cause like there was one time I went to the doctor, described an issue for you know to you know we're gonna set up another appointment at a different place to look at an issue I was concerned about. Like I had some type of lump on, not like this was swollen here, like one of these glands here, my salivary glands, one of them was swollen, and I had a bit of a like a lump, you know, in my armpit where there's also glands, right? So I was right, I had like something wrong with my glands, right? So I went to the doctor, they wrote all this stuff down, and then when the appointment came and I went to a different clinic for it, they took me into a back room, you know, and had me lay on the little, you know, stretcher bed, whatever, you know, doctor bed, nurse bed, whatever it's called. And they started looking at something completely different. They started looking down there. They started looking at my groin. And I felt so uncomfortable because that's not what they were supposed to be doing. Um, I I'm not sure why they freaking did that, but like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't. I felt so uncomfortable because that's not what they were supposed to do. I called them that either the same day or the next day, the clinic, and they looked at all the records. They saw that I was right. They saw, in fact, that they had the right procedure written down. Right. All they had to do is look back at the notes, and they would have seen like all the right procedures. There was nothing about going down there and looking. And so they said something like, "Oh yeah, we'll do whatever we can. There's this isn't right. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. We'll do something. We'll get to the bottom of this." And they didn't. They didn't do a damn thing. And I felt like that nurse who had me go there and do that, I already had suspicions that she didn't like me, and it could have been because she deemed me like a junkie, and maybe she has some history with junkies that are, not very pretty, or like has had junkie, like people addicted to drugs hurt her, or I don't know, but like I had a feeling she saw me as trash or a burden or something. Like it didn't seem like she wanted to care for me at all. At all, man. And then for that to happen, yeah, they did not get to the bottom of that whatsoever. They lied to me there. And I felt super uncomfortable. Well, one reason I think that women live longer, one reason at least, is because it's just biology. And it's also one reason why, like, it not every time, but a lot of times women survive tragedy and death in the family. Oftentimes, like, say if a man loses his spouse, like, it can actually literally, it can kill him. Like, it can give him a heart attack. And I've seen women like lose their lives to tragedy like that too. It's not because women are heartless or anything like that, but it's because we need to be around for our offspring. So there's a certain resilience that's built up in us due to the fact that we carry children, and due to the fact that we need to be around long enough for them. That's a big part of the reason why we live longer than men, I think. And also because, another factor could be because we are very health conscious a lot. And a lot of women are health conscious. Not all of us, of course. A lot of women eat unhealthy stuff and are way overweight, and the whole deal. But like a lot of women are very health conscious, whereas a lot of men, when they're younger, they eat whatever they freaking want. There's also like factors of expecting men to make money, and like financial worries can really, really make a person consider ending it. That's a very common one. So like, yeah, I mean, there are factors, but I think one reason why on average women live a lot longer is because we need to be around for our offspring. And that's one reason why when it comes to tragedy, it's like, yeah, I mean, when my best friend died, that nearly killed me. But I was able to get up and move on eventually. I'm able to, like, and I think one reason for that is because I know I have a duty and an obligation to live on for my family, for my future family. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, lies damage a person's reputation. It's defamation. It is bad. It is bad when people spread lies. It does hurt people. Destroys lives. It's like, just imagine someone accusing someone of the R word, how that could ruin someone's life. I wasn't addicted to pills. I was addicted to heroin, something that's perhaps way worse. Yeah, you know, you can. You know, tomboys are women, idiot. Just yeah, I mean, I'm dealing with Narcan. He's really the only big troll here. What are the after effects of my addiction that still linger? Nerve damage, weakened teeth. I put a mirror behind my teeth under a light, and I can see right through them, and you know, and I had braces, I had a headgear, I went to the orthodontist throughout my childhood, went regular dentist. I had perfect freaking teeth, guys, and I've eroded them. They're not perfect anymore. I mean, they're not like super rotted or anything, but they're not like really strong anymore. And sometimes I even have a bit of receding. You can even see a little bit of the root like around there. It's like really receding over around those teeth there. Today is not my birthday. I was born February 26, 1991. You know, fuck you, DYS. I'm not trans. What a moron. Well, and I don't have anything against trans people. Just because I say I'm not trans doesn't mean I have something against trans people. Yep, drop the woke. I agree. Drop the damn woke. Can't stand that fake shit. Facts, people were more desensitized back then, for better or worse. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because you people dropped like flies. Throughout most of human history, people dropped like flies. Throughout most of human history, babies didn't make it. Especially male babies. There you go. I mean, there's something to point out. Like, back in the Victorian era and back then, like, people wanted male babies more than female babies, right? A lot of people valued bearing a male baby than a female baby. Throughout most of human history, it's been like that. People valued bearing males over females because men can protect and take care of the family and work and all that stuff. Whereas back when, for most of human history, women were allowed to do that. But what was interesting is that of the babies, most babies just didn't make it in general. But out of all those babies, most of the babies that died, most of the babies that couldn't make it were men. I don't know if we even have an answer for that. So yeah, it's got nothing to do with like women being cold and heartless and not caring if their loved ones die. Like, anyone who thinks that is just a sexist. I mean, I know women who nearly died from grief and tragedy. You know, my best friend's death nearly killed me. My grandma's death led me to going out and doing heroin. You know, they also say that it's more common for guys to resort to going out and trying hard drugs and over drinking, and also a lot of men have or take more risks. A lot of men do a lot of stupid acrobatic shit that gets them killed, right? Women preserve themselves for the sake, and it could entirely be subconscious, taking care of their offspring and their children, their future children, just the very prospect of their children. You know, women, it's a biology thing. I think it's a biology. It's an evolution thing. And by the way, just because I believe in evolution doesn't mean that I'm not Christian. Doesn't mean I'm not Catholic. I believe that God can bring about all of that primordial soup. He started it. You check all of my gender fluid bisexual blocks. Is that okay to say? You have a beautiful set of facial features. Well, thank you, Elaine. I've had girl crushes in my life, but I would not say that I'm really bisexual. I am a straight woman. Point blank. Simple as that. Why are we having such complications trying to understand that concept? Yeah, kids should not be talking about their gender fluidity. It's so weird. It's kind of creepy when kids go around obsessing over sexuality. Leave the kids alone. I don't mind being androgynous, actually. You know, Winona Ryder got bullied for being androgynous. In fact, she got like beaten in school for looking like a boy. She didn't even look like a boy. She had short hair. It just requires cutting your hair. Doesn't mean that you've transformed into a dude. Like literally, some people act like if you have short hair, that must mean you're like a guy. Like, make it make sense. It doesn't logic. Not quite logicking. Oh, good. I'm so behind in the comments. Thank you, Petra Krutov. Thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. Hmm. Women have Adam's apples too. Okay, they're much smaller. So many guys don't know that women have Adam's apples, but they're much, much smaller. This person keeps asking me to fake snore. Well, thank you, Moldy Urinal. You said your facial features are slightly masculine, but mostly feminine. It makes you very attractive. I take that as a compliment, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Bun B. I don't know what you're talking about. I am the same person. If that's what if you've been coming to my live streams particularly, you're looking at the same damn person. I just got monetized today. Time to celebrate. Let's go. By the way, to compensate the excessive coffee, you should have magnesium. I should. Coffee drains magnesium, leading to cramps. That very well could be. I think I am a little magnesium deficient. I'm really behind in the comments, guys. Set up membership and presence. Okay. Yeah, I should do that. There are a bunch of things I should set up. I gotta use the restroom, guys. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're really mean to people who they deem drug seeking. Absolutely, Barney. I've had that happen. Yes, men are built for risk. Women are built for preservation. Exactly. Exactly. We're built for preservation, dudes. Thank you, John. You are so beautiful and strong with your comments. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I would read all the comments. I'm just like, I know I just keep falling really behind here. You think my teeth look good. Thank you, Joseph. That's nice to hear. Now, F off, Adrian Schmid. Okay, guys, I really have to use the restroom, and I'm behind in the comments. I'll be right back. Love you, Shando. Okay. One sec. What, Shando? Were you looking at me like that? Looking at me like I'm some type of freak. Fake cough. Okay, here's my boy looking at me like I'm some type of freak. Oh my god. Crapping like a motherfucker. No, guys. No. I'm on my freaking period. And so, like, I had to open another freaking pad and I had to cough while I opened it so it wouldn't make that noise. If you must know, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just really, really uncomfortable right now. Oh boy. You know, I do smoke weed from time to time. That's fine. In fact, I was allowed to smoke weed when I was an outpatient. you know, because it prevents drug dreams and it helps me eat better. It helps with a lot of things. It's not, I don't believe it's a gateway drug like that. In fact, a lot of heroin addicts I knew said that, like, if they could afford weed, they would smoke, they would do way less heroin, if any. But I don't know how sincere that really is. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus Perez. Oh my gosh, guys. I've been painting and drawing and stuff since I was a little kid, but I decided to go and go to college for it later on in my life as well, because I wanted to learn some more of the technical aspects. I want, you know, learn stuff I didn't know already, and I wanted to gain some connections, which, you know, I kind of regret it. I could have done that without spending any money, getting into all that debt. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, I know I have a heating pad somewhere. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. It does, Matt. It does. And it was nice seeing other people's work, and, you know, the critiques were very helpful. I was very active in the art critiques. I found those very fun and beneficial. I studied in art in Portland. But the thing is, they were also like super brainwashed, a lot of people around there. You had to be like a radical feminist wokey, or otherwise you were condemned. They even thought I was misogynist because one of my inspirations, and it was like 50-50 men and women were my inspirations for my artwork. But like, I mentioned John Steinbeck as one of my inspirations, and my teacher just basically called me a misogynist in front of the whole class. Fortunately, everyone stood up for me. But after everyone stood up for my work and told me it was actually very feminine, very beautiful, and it was some of the best work they'd seen, there was a long, awkward pause, and then she was like, "We all love you." Wow. She got fired, by the way. Uh-huh. I don't know, man. I don't remember having Taco Bell cramps. But no, I think it's more painful than that, even. Is there a way to pay for a custom piece? I'd love to pay. Absolutely, mozzarella Firefox. Absolutely, yeah. DM my Discord. In fact, I'll share that information with you guys. Whew. It used to be like right before I was monetized. I shared my like PayPal, Cash App, and Instagram, all that information right before I would start streaming. You guys think I should? Do you guys think I should keep sharing that, or do you think I don't really need to do that anymore since my channel's monetized? So I would love for it to just keep getting bigger and bigger, and to eventually be able to support myself. Oh my gosh, my cramps. God dang. 2 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'd love to discuss those commissions with you. Just got to figure out some things out first. So absolutely, take your time, Dawn. Take your time. Yeah, she was way more interested in the social politics than the art itself, exactly. Unless you were like a radical feminist like her. In one of the classes, we were supposed to all do self-portraits, right? And there was only one man in the whole class, right? There's only one dude in the whole dang class. I mean, and we all did self-portraits. This guy did a sketch of himself as a cowboy overlooking a beautiful rolling landscape with a sunset in the background, and he's riding a horse as a cowboy. Her first comment regarding his work, as we're all critiquing the work, was, "Oh, so you're like some white man taking over the whole land." Can you believe that? The awkward silence, man. The way I felt so bad for him. She was the worst teacher I ever had in college, and she got fired later on. She said mean things to me, like, and I was really, really, I mean, I had really jutting collarbones now, like, so I was super skinny then. And she has to still do self portraits, and in my self portrait, I'm trying to make everything really exact. So I'm like, making my collarbones and stuff. She's like, "Oh, you make yourself look so skinny." And then, we're in the fine arts room, and I mean, there were times when we would also once we began class, and we'd begin it with this really, I mean, wishy washy kind of meditation. But then she'd just leave and say, "I trust you'll do the work." And there was one time when we were supposed to, I mean, just, she didn't give us any, like, the curriculum was lacking. It was like, for that class, she had us, like, just do whatever, just practice your art. And we just, like, I would just chose an image from Pinterest, and it just happened to be an image of Audrey Hepburn. And so I was painting Audrey Hepburn holding a cat, right? And she's like, "Oh, are you making like a self-portrait?" Even though I had the image of Audrey Hepburn right there. And she's obviously just being really condescending. And she was meanest to males. And she didn't like me because she thought I was misogynist for liking John Steinbeck. Now, John Steinbeck is like the least sexist writer of his time. Read East of Eden. Anyone who says that is super dumb and ignorant. Hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Vivian. Yeah, well, I feel like more of us conservatives need to express that we can, that creative artiste sort of people of conservative minds exist. You know, it shouldn't all be hijacked by the left, because you know what? There's a lot of corruption in the art world. There's an awful lot of corruption in like Hollywood, for instance. They all of them used to love Trump, and now they just don't want to be exposed. You see, I just lost like 6 viewers upon saying that. You see that? Wow. Well, Oh, here, I'll share that with you guys here. And people are just, it's like they just really want to be contented in their preconceived, hateful notions of a person. It's like they don't want to admit they're wrong and maybe think, maybe this person isn't so bad after all. They'd rather have a hateful vendetta against someone because, I don't know, maybe it gives them something to do. Thank you, Adrian. Here, let me show you my Discord, Hawkeye, and all that stuff. I'll share my other stuff too, since I just got monetized, and I do need the support. But if not, that's a-okay too. We're all good. God, man. Okay. So Discord, and I still haven't like memorized the 5 digits at the end of that. Let's see. It is Emerald underscore. I do believe the links are on my channel. I think, yeah, but I have to double check to see if my Discord is. I'm not actually certain. Emerald Wing underscore. Let me check here, guys. One moment. 313-473. All right, there's my Discord, and I'll share my Instagram too, because that's where I post all my art. I also need to start using Twitch, because I haven't posted anything to Twitch. So my Instagram is anna.katrina.art. Okay, and I'll share the other information I can share with you. It's going to be at G33, and then the other one is Cash App. It's going to be, oops. It's going to be $Shando the Dow. Okay. Did I just, yes, okay. And I will pin that. Oops, pin it. There we go. Pin the message. There's my Discord and everything there. Hey, how's the connection going? Is our connection working? There's no way for people to have an honest discourse if our opinions or beliefs are not shared. Exactly. But man, it seems to be putting a dent in my viewership a little bit. But you know, you got a lot of people on YouTube with the same opinions as I have, and they have a really big base. So you know, I just got to keep going. You know, I was there. I was in their shoes for 10 odd years, man. Well, actually, even longer than that, like 14 years even. Hi, the Hive Content. How are you doing? I just, you know, sad though. 90-something% of my audience is male. I would like to get it like 50% women, 50% men, you know? Makes me feel a little weird to know that all of my audience is all guys. Like, I have nothing against guys, but it makes me feel a little strange. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, like, there are a lot of women who think like me. Amala Epkenobi. She had a very similar experience to me. Amala Epkenobi, if I'm pronouncing her name right. There's also Brett Cooper. There's lots of them. And usually they're, you know, more intelligent and attractive. I always talk myself out of making art. Yeah, I've done that too, because I felt rusty and, you know, like my confidence dwindled after I was deepest in my heroin addiction and all that. I thought back then that my dopamine receptors would never be the same and I'd never be able to enjoy things anymore like that, but I was wrong. Yeah, well, if I were in prison and the food was half good, that would be the one thing I'd be looking forward to too. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, the Hive Content. Yeah, everything's going well. Much appreciated. Woo! Guys. Cramps. Can F off. My gosh, it's super uncomfortable. Yes, everyone, please subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Ridoy Islam. Thank you. Yeah, I can imagine. And also, rich people can bond themselves out of prison pretty easily. One sec, guys. Hi, baby. I need to take my meds. take my darn meds. Oh my gosh, guys. It's super painful, man. Gosh, God, I mean, seriously, it is painful, man. But I just, I just got monetized, so I just, I kind of want to make it last a little longer. And also, I've only been on here for an hour. Subscribe button disappeared. Really? I don't think so. I don't think that's quite right. Well, thank you. I studied Chinese for 3 years. Do you speak? Yeah, you speak Mandarin, I think, don't you? Yeah, I can speak a little bit of Chinese myself. Oh, okay. I'll say something in Chinese if you'd like. 我什么事都喜欢做。我什么 How do I say book again? But 看 means to see or read, right? 都喜欢看。我觉得你是一个很美。我什么人都喜欢看。I love seeing people, right? Thank you. I got a pretty high rating for my pronunciation. That was part of it, that I was actually really good at the pronunciation, the tonal aspect of the language. The part I had the most difficulty with was the listening comprehension. And my Chinese teacher, she told us that when you're listening to Chinese, you don't want to just pick apart every little character or word. You want to listen to it like it's music and just sort of discern the subject, object, verb, and respond to it accordingly with a sentence. But yeah. Let's see. How long ago did I study Chinese? I studied Chinese in 2012 and 2013. Oh, wait, 2011, 12, and 13, I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Wait. Oh, gosh. Maybe 12, 13, 14. No, I took the last of my, 11, 12, 13. Gosh. But man, it was so fun. What? 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。我10年，我以前10年学中文，我觉得学习中文很好。How do I say fun? Yes, I am American. I used to make 凉拌黄瓜, this type of cucumber salad, I think. Or is it, oh no, or is that bok choy? I'm getting those mixed up now. 凉拌黄瓜. No, that's cucumber, I think. That's like crushed cucumber salad. Cold crushed cucumber salad. Hey, a double tap. Sorry, I'm a little behind in the comments here. I was a heroin addict for 6 years. And I've also struggled with eating disorders and stuff like that. My channel is about changing our habits for the better. I've been clean since February 28, 2023. Yeah, our emotions certainly come back in abundance. They come back full sway when we stop the H. Absolutely. Because I mean, it's so suppressed. We got to just accept it, man. We got to let it flood over us. We got to, it might work to let people know what we're dealing with, though, so they don't like start worrying and think there's something absolutely wrong with this. It's a natural process of quitting. It doesn't last forever. Mm. I don't know anything about Portuguese. But I'd love to go to Portugal. It's a beautiful place. Do I speak German? No. I wish. Actually, if I could choose a language to learn, it would be Spanish. That would be the most practical for me. No, no. I only speak English and just an itty bitty 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 bit of Chinese. And man, I used to write my characters with a fountain pen every day, sometimes expand into 8 hours. I would just keep going. I would sit in the cafe, chilling, relaxing, just like really enjoying it. I was super immersed in it. Most days, I think I studied like, and granted, I would take a break in between, but it would all add up. And it was like some days I'd stay 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day on Chinese characters, and it really, I mean, to this day, my fingers are still a little bit calloused from that. It's 6 a.m. over there. It is 2:19 over here. Thank you, Diltron. Love you too. Jordan Strong, Chinese would be cool. Mandarin seems kind of hard to pronounce, so yeah, Mandarin's what I studied. 我喜欢吃饭。我喜欢酸辣汤。涮火锅. I love Chinese hot pot. 中国涮火锅. And do you know how you say wipe your shit in Chinese? No, I haven't been to China. I wish. I thought I'd study. I thought I'd like teach English in China in my future. I was, my first serious relationship was with a Chinese man. That didn't go over so well, unfortunately. I mean, I thought I loved the guy, but I was like super naive. I was like 19 when I met him. Um, but yeah, didn't work out. Didn't pan out as I thought it would. But I really enjoyed studying Chinese, and in fact, I would love to get back into it. I used to know a Chinese poem by heart by Li Bai. Li Bai. I know the poet's name, Li Bai. And I even tried to read the Tao Te Ching in Chinese. I would love to know Spanish. That would actually be probably more useful for me considering where I live, Rido Islam? What the heck? Some of these guys are so freaking desperate. It's really creepy. Huh. Yeah, Chris keeps asking me to fake snore sleep. Okay, if you're gonna have me do that sort of bull crap, then I expect you to pay me 100 on my channel, PayPal, Cash App, or the. I'm really new to this. I just got monetized today. The Super chat. Yeah. If you want me to start friggin' acting like a monkey, dancing like a monkey for you, then you're gonna effing pay me well. Okay? I'm like half joking. PayPal works really well for me. Yeah, PayPal works best for me right now. But either one of them will work. Please don't do that. You seem highly intimidating. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna dance like a monkey for someone else's money. That's fucked up. YouTube takes 40% of super chats? Really? That means that I only get like, wow, I don't get very much then. That's too bad. 40%? Really? Super chat is when Superman, Superwoman talk on the phone. Nice. There's a panda house right by your place. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 40% is crazy. Are you absolutely certain about that? That makes me sad. I'm the one working really hard here, and they're already super damn rich. Like, dude, I'm the one struggling and working my ass off, and they're gonna take 40 damn percent. Let me see that. Let me look this up. What percent of super chats does YouTube take? And there are other things I can apply for to make money on my channel. I haven't applied for all of them, all the different ways that you can make money. But man, really? What percentage of super chat does YouTube take? Okay, YouTube takes 30% cut of all super chat revenue, meaning creators receive the remaining 70%, though this can be reduced further if purchases are made through platforms like Apple iOS app, which adds another 30% fee on top, significantly lowering the creator's take-home pay to around 49%. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be using the Apple iOS app. But yeah, on average, it takes a 30% cut. I'll look on Reddit though, because that was an AI answer. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Someone on Reddit said, okay, so someone said here, how much does YouTube take from super chats? Someone donated $9.99 $9.99 twice yesterday during my live. So that's $20. But I was paid $9.87. Like, that's kind of crazy. Getting $20 and then receiving less than half of that. Okay, and then the person says, that's the Apple tax in action. If you're using YouTube's iOS app, and you send money to a creator, Apple takes 30% cut and YouTube takes 30% of what's left. So the creator gets roughly 49% of any membership super chat. I don't know if I'm. Wait a minute. I don't think I'm using the iOS app. I'm not sure. Let me see. I thought I'm just on YouTube, point blank. Okay. Due to Apple's in-app purchases rules. Due to Apple's in-app purchase rules, iOS super chats must be one of the set prices, often ending in 99 cents. On iOS, it has to be one of the set prices for in-app purchases set by Apple's rules. Hence, every iOS super chat will end in 99 cents. Oh, wow. So approximately 30%, if not more, if I'm using like if Apple iOS, then they'll take another 30%. Mm. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Gremlin. Thank you for the $5. It's much appreciated. I need presence and membership. Okay. Yeah, I'm part of the YouTube Partner Program. I don't really. A super chat of $500 is about 200 for YouTube. Okay. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, 30 to 40%. Sounds about right. I'll tell you. I'll let you know how much my $42 will amount to later. If that's all I'm gonna make today. Oh man. Well, I'll look into, you know, the other things. The ads and all the other ways I can make money on YouTube. Yeah, I use PayPal for the most part. In fact, I have a PayPal card so that I can even, you know, I just ordered a card for my Cash App account though, but it's not here yet. Wow. What greedy people. What about other platforms? I bet they rip too, yeah. Sunnyside is better than nothing. I agree, Yankee Ward. I agree. I'm still very grateful that I monetized. It's just I wasn't expecting for it to be I was expecting maybe 15%, 20% at the most, I was expecting. Yeah, I knew they took a cut. I just didn't know it was that massive. Thank you, Jengus. I'm glad you like my shirt. I like it too. If you re-upload your lives onto your channel afterwards, there's a chance they will get views over time and you can get money from the ads. Okay. Yeah, I need to get the ads working now. Cash App. Yeah, I have Cash App too. That works. That also works. Hey, yeah, only need 1.4 million views a month and you'll be making 10,000 a month. Come on, Freddy. Let's seriously, Josini? Hey, yeah, only need 1.4 million views a month. But that's granted that I consistently make like that many views every single month. That it'll take me a while to get there, I think. If that's what you're getting at there. How much time do I have, Genghis Khan? I'm really cramping. I'm gonna continue this live stream till 3 o'clock, okay? We'll read some Bible verses and such. And then I'll probably start another one later, but we'll play it by ear since I'm kind of in a lot of pain. I think it'll be okay. I'll probably get to start another live stream later. Hi, Rewind. How are you doing? YouTube is a massive monopoly, which means they don't have to be competitive and can charge what they want for the most part. No one will really boycott them or cause a significant stir. Corrupt as they all get out. Or do content about long form. Not only that, but for how much they censor everything and are so butthurt and like not letting you, like that's seriously, can't get a break. Just imagine how rich these people are. There are other video platforms, but none of them come close to YouTube. Yeah. I did not do the Reddit stories, but I should implement that into my channel, definitely. Yeah, 1.4 million views per month. It'll take a long time to get up to that regular traffic of views. But yeah, you got to be a huge YouTuber for that sort of thing. I don't even know if you can get 1.4 million views every month. Maybe, yeah, I guess you can. Nice. And I'm okay. Just got a bunch of makeup in the mail, so I'm doing like the lip tint and eyebrow tint stuff right now. I love lip tint and eyebrow tint. You go. I bet it looks great. They wouldn't monetize me, but kept playing ads over my content. That's weird. You'd think they'd pay you if you have ads in your content. So censoring is more due to their partners and sponsors. YouTube wants to be as marketable as possible to other companies. Okay. Yeah. Millions of views per month. Only if... Never mind. Oh. Wow. Keep the rich rich and poor poor. We are a slave class to the top person. Yeah, I agree. Wow, I stopped my horse racing channel because I was making money for them, not for me. Yeah, like, I can imagine. That's a lot of work that you're putting into that. And they're just sitting there collecting all of your dough. That is so corrupt. Nice. Regarding the eyebrow tint. I love eyebrow tint. Yeah, man. Well, God. Wow. Shando. Shando is his name. In fact, his name is in my in the like my cash app username or whatever that I've pinned there. It's Shando the dog. Shando. That's how it's spelled. Yeah. Exactly. I look like an archaeologist. Is it because of the color of my shirt or something? Or khaki? I like that I'm doing things to get back to normal after getting sober. Even though it's been almost 2 years since I used last, I'm still on the road to fixing things I messed up for myself. Same here, Rewind. Same here. We can do this. You seem like a very strong person. We can absolutely make this and improve our lives. Okay, thank you, Hawkeye. Yeah, hopefully I'll make a little more because, like, I really, yeah, I was really excited. Same with eBay. They used to be okay, but now they get up to 40. Wow, man, how corrupt. You know, F off, Narcan. You don't know me at all. Remove. Yeah, me too, Rewind, because, like, gosh, my channel probably would have just stayed stagnant at, like, 420 between four. You know, like, these lives really help to pick up the algorithm and all that. I've just timed out Narcan for 24 hours. He's being harassing. Well, good on you guys. This channel is all about recovery and helping to make our lives easier throughout the process of recovery. You got 106 likes in just this video. This is awesome. You're really growing fast. Remember, it was 10. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I noticed that. It's like, that's a lot in like about an hour and a half. Yep. Gotta stay clean, sober for the storm that's coming. Absolutely. If the human health hazard that is Osmond Gold can be rich off YouTube, why can't Dan also be? Good question. Good question. But, you know, oh boy, a lot of dumb things sell, unfortunately. Yeah, every day. I'll do this every day. In fact, I'm kind of getting addicted to it. I'm not even gonna bother with makeup on my friggin' period, guys. Fuck that. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Thank you for subscribing. And Rewind said that's a big reason too. I feel the need to stay clear-minded just in case things start to go to shit. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. I'm glad you're here too, Son of Andromeda. It's always nice to have you here. Well, thank you, Rewind. This, Jordan, this, just in case you weren't here for it, just in case you're not aware, this channel is about recovery from addiction. I began by talking about my addiction to heroin for 6 years. We also talk about art, we talk about video games, we read the Bible. We demonstrate, I show you guys my morning routine, you know, I you know, have snacks with you guys. We demonstrate that we're more than our addictions here and that we do recover. I've never seen Gerald Celente. I overdosed around 3 times. 3 times, and they were all after my best friend died. And when I started mixing the alcohol in there, drinking a lot of alcohol, it's amazing how much my body could take, because it's a wonder that I didn't overdose before that. But it got bad. Yeah. Yeah, go away, Narcan. Did Narcan come back? Oh, yeah, Narcan. Is it really the same guy? Narcan? Yeah, how many accounts does this loser have? If that is the same person, that is. When will I play Skyrim again? Oh, yeah, I can play it. I can play Skyrim sometime. Maybe later. Maybe it'll make me feel better while I'm dealing with the period stuff. I finally have a skincare routine too, which is super necessary after turning 35. Oh, absolutely. You know, I just got some sunscreen. It's actually really good for you, but I've just applied. I don't want to put on too much layers of moisturizer because my skin's sensitive, and sometimes that'll cause it to break out. But I also really love this propolis cream. Very first ingredient on this thing is propolis extract, which means it's good. Yes, I play Skyrim. I play all kinds of games, guys. I play, you know, one of my favorite games that I played was Cyberpunk 2077 and Ghostwire Tokyo. And I love RPGs. I'm currently playing Skyrim because that's like goes on forever. And I'm playing Chrono Trigger. I also really like Xenogears. I really like Resident Evil. I like all kinds of games, guys. And I love watching people play games too. I've always loved watching people play games. It's one of the things that just relaxes me so much. I used to watch entire 8+ hour long no commentary walkthroughs of like Alien Isolation and other horror video games. I actually find watching horror video games more satisfying to the like getting that creep sort of adrenaline factor than watching horror movies these days. Like a lot of horror movies they make these days aren't good. A lot of horror movies they make these days are super cheesy, super been there, seen that sort of. I have not played a Shells yet. Actually, the next game I was gonna get, Alien Isolation, looks so good, and I actually own it. It is on my Nintendo Switch. I've never played Disco Asylum. Actually, you know what I want? I want a virtual reality headset, and I want to meet Marcus the friggin' Worm. Because no one has made me laugh more than Marcus the Worm as of late. Anybody who decided to use heroin should go to a supervised center. The death rate is nearly zero there, huh? Narcan, I hope you're not the same guy I had to put in timeout, because his name is Narcan. I hope you're not the same guy. You don't sound like the same guy, so yeah. But the thing is, he's known to go from acting normal to like promoting heroin, telling people they should go and use and stuff. I'm starting to now think that you're not the same guy. You just have a very similar username. And maybe you're fooling me. Who knows? Wes said, I'm so happy and I thank the Lord that we're still here, Anna. I OD'd twice within the same week. Yeah, just 7 weeks after I got paralyzed from the neck down. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, God has your back, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Have you been doing like physical therapy and stuff? Have you regained some movement? My mom is paralyzed from the waist down. She's just bedridden. Ooh, I watched Outlast. I watched the whole thing, no commentary on YouTube. I don't have Outlast, but that's one I would love to maybe buy someday. I'm like sitting on my chair like a friggin' gremlin now. I don't know how it's helping. I like strategy games too, and I love race car games as well. The Need for Speed. You think it's him, Peace Frog? Yeah, he's probably trying to act normal to trick us. That's what I thought. But I wanted to, you can't be too careful, right? I don't want to offend someone who happens to not be that guy. And I've offended a few people, namely a few people who used to be my moderator, or one person who used to be my moderator, and another person who lost his shit because I didn't respond to him. Actually, I did respond to him, but I didn't keep a regular correspondence if I'm not your friggin' girlfriend. It was like super desperate behavior from that one dude. I'm not naming names, but some of you know who I'm talking about. And then there's another guy who just totally lost it, because I was actually really diplomatic and clear with people that, for one thing, I had a hard time saying no to everyone who asked to be my moderator, and I made it clear to my moderators that I don't need for anyone to just be blocking people left and right. I'm getting complaints here and there. My channel's in its infancy. I need the engagement, yada yada yada. I'm getting different I'm getting different opinions from all different people, namely all my moderators. Like, some are telling me that getting rid of all the trolls will make channel engagement better, right? I don't think so. Not in this stage of my channel. My channel's way too early. I don't get enough engagement, for that. And most of the time it's, enough for me to be able to control it. And then like someone else, one of my other martyrs is kind of alerting me and telling me that, hey, someone is just deleting comments and deleting people, reporting people left and right, up and down the yin yang. And it's gonna cost my channel, right? So, like, I don't know. Um, I try to be very diplomatic and kind about it, and yeah, I guess they stopped the. They said you can take me off as a moderator. It's okay. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, because it is confusing. I have too many moderators. I think I'll do that because it is kind of confusing to me. You know, I only need probably one or two, not five, all at once. And so, like, I did, and then it was like total 180. They just decided to unsubscribe and then got, you know, really kind of sounded mad at me. Like, sent me a DM telling, like, oh, my life is going so well. I have a wife, I have a kid, you know. I don't need you. Like, that sort of attitude. It's like, the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm reading all that is like, if you have a wife and a kid and you're like, whatever, you know, and you have a very important job, like sheriff deputy or something like that, then why are you on my channel anyway? Why do you have time for my channel? Like, why aren't you taking care of them? Like, why are you watching me in the first place if you don't have, like, issues in your marriage, right? I don't know. It's like, it just seems like a lot of jealousy, a lot of insecurity, and I wasn't gonna take that, you know? I'm not gonna have my moderators fighting for control over my friggin' channel. And I was super kind and super diplomatic about it. Yeah, that's kind of creepy to me, man. And again, I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name drop anyone. I don't know what people are dealing with. But it's messed up. It's messed up the way people here, the way some people have been treating me. The audacity. You know, oh yeah, Narcan is definitely Narcan. Let's get rid of him. He's in timeout 24 hours because I apparently whenever I try to block him or report him, he comes right back like the shit that won't flush. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, play Kingdom Come Deliverance. That would be fun to watch, the like medieval Skyrim. Yeah, I've never played that one. Wes, what last part did you want me to say? I'm behind in the comments here. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the idea of the new one being a bit more complicated. Narcan is starved for attention. It's probably like a 12-year-old boy who shouldn't be here. Actually, why would a 12-year-old boy be using Narcan as his username? That's kind of weird. He's probably just an old creep, too. It could be an old creep. My eyes are original. What do you mean by that? I'm not wearing any makeup right now. But I take care of my skin. Oh, my eyes. In certain lights, they can look a little green, but they're actually bluish gray. They're actually bluish gray, guys. See? Bluish gray. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ironic that, like, I accepted, I said yes to all the people who asked to be my moderators simply to not hurt any feelings, simply to not cause any butt hurt, you know, simply because I hate hurting people's feelings. I feel guilty. I got a guilt complex like a mofo. But as soon as I lay down some boundaries and some rules and stuff like that, as soon as I address some legitimate complaints about the behavior, and even though I'm not naming anyone directly, people start getting really butthurt and hurt feelings, and I'm gonna unsubscribe. My life is better than yours. Bye-bye. Like, oh no, fuck off. No, you like this. Boing. I feel like a freaking gremlin. Riders on the storm. Mm. I have not played the Stalker series. I should look into that though. Here, I'll write down that reference too, because there are some video games I'd love to buy. The Stalker series. Oh yeah. I'm glad you caught on to that. Tons of people don't even know mods are silencing people. Yeah, I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware, you know, that they were going to that degree. I'm glad you caught on to that. Okay. Tons of people don't even know mods are silencing people they want to talk to. Silencing people they want to talk to, or people who are trying to stop the mod from leading them into bad things. Yeah. Yeah. I just think some of them are jealous. Some mods are jealous of each other, probably. And they want control over my bloody channels, some of them. I'm not naming who, but they're not my mod anymore, so... C'est la vie, bye-bye. The Metro trilogy, huh? I've never heard of that. I'll check that out. What's up, Exoteric? Thank you, Noon Special. The best way to deal with them is read and ignore. Only engage with the meaningful comments. Learn that in PR class. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Son of Andromeda. I'll really try to practice that more. The trolling that happens here happens basically everywhere on YouTube, especially if you're a woman. Exactly, and it's sad. It's really sad. Just goes to show the rampant amounts of sexism. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Thank you, James. I know God's got all of our backs if we just believe in him and keep going. But still get used to them while at the same time ignoring when you can. The more you grow online, the more of those appear. Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely crossed my mind. People get really parasocial. The internet isn't good for some people. I agree. And it can also kind of give me a backbone, I think. More of a stronger backbone, I mean. I have a backbone. Yeah, exactly. Peace Frog. That's what I'm thinking. And that's exactly what I've told all my moderators. Unless it's something that's big, like something constant and serious, like what Narcan does, and making various accounts to get back on my channel and going to my channel practically like every other day, if not every day, to come and harass and stuff. That's creepy. We don't need people like that, okay? My moderators, I let my moderators know when they can, you know, what constitutes you know, unacceptableness, like someone who needs to get kicked out. And they should get someone like Narcan is a perfect example of that. You know, someone like Ambrose asking me to dance or someone asking me to snore, just ignore them. I love Al Pacino. Why'd you guess that? He was one of my favorite actors when I was a teenager. Just got here, but I can attest, if you don't have a more mature themed channel, people aren't going to stay for a toxic chat, yeah. Yeah, but my channel is all about uplifting, changing our bad habits for the good, overcoming our addiction, recovery from addiction, shenanigans,
playing around, joking, laughing, making art, playing video games, doing my makeup and morning routine for y'all, talking, reading the Bible. This is a positive channel. Absolutely. Yeah, I think streamers need to be more in control and be able to see everything mods do when it comes to muting, banning, and hiding comments. I agree, Frodo. Absolutely. Yeah. The way I was kind of being treated in that situation wasn't right, wasn't fair. I do not have a unibrow. I do not. Once in a while, I'll get like a tiny little fine hair here and there, just pluck a couple of them out and they're fine. But yeah, I haven't had to pluck my eyebrows in a long time. I was never alive during the 70s. And YouTube should have an informational warning about mods. Yeah, I agree, Frodo. That would be smart. Some of us with thick skin, because they can absolutely sabotage or endanger our channel. Some of us with thick skin love it for entertainment value. Yeah, I mean, most of the time I just troll them back. Most of the time I just laugh in their faces. But if someone's trying to encourage other people to use heroin and stuff, then they're getting kicked the fuck off my channel. It's not like I'm offended. I just want to prevent any damage. My favorite food? Well, right now I'm on a cream of wheat fix, but that's not my favorite food by any means. I think my favorite food is dim sum. I really like dim sum, especially like the chicken feet are super good. The really juicy chicken feet and the steamed and boiled dim sum, like the steamed buns and the rice wraps and all those things. I love that stuff. I haven't had that in well over 10 years, man. They have really good Chinese restaurants, like authentic dim sum in like southeast Portland. Oh yeah, absolutely, Nizzle. It's par for the course. It happens everywhere on YouTube. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. It's about breaking bad habits. And it's also about enjoying our lives and developing good habits. Me getting back into my art, enjoying video games, and discussing the Bible, finding my faith again. And there are lots and lots and lots of, variants to my channel. Huh. Tapentadol. I've never heard of that drug for spinal injuries. I wonder if my mom takes that or something, because she's got spinal injuries. I've never watched Boondocks, but I know what show you're talking about. I've seen some pretty funny clips from that show. Oh, no worries. I had to go through all the things I went through by getting paralyzed, dying 5 times since then. I went through all that, and I had to add to the support of God and my family, and that's beautiful, Wes. See, you sound like a very strong person, my friend. God bless you. Yeah, yeah. God, family support, even for just friend support. I found that getting a really good drug counselor helped me too. Either you face your demons or they raise your children. That is a good quote, dude. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. Goodbye. The thing is, you have to want to quit heroin for yourself. Otherwise, you're just gonna do it until your tolerance goes up. You're only doing it to not get sick. You hit rock bottom. You lose everything in your life. And it shouldn't have to amount to losing everything in your life before you decide to recover and get better. Talk to someone. Get help. That's what you need. No one can initiate quitting heroin without seeking some type of help for it. You're gonna need it. I'm not saying it's impossible to not do it on your own, but with heroin, it's advisable that you go seek help. Oh, thank you, son of Andromeda. Thank you for complimenting my eyes. Yeah, I gotta be careful of mods. I was way too reckless with that. Exactly, exoteric. Anytime someone asked me, I would say, okay, fine, sure. I'll make you my mod. Yeah, way too friggin' nice. I'm tired of it. Tired of being too nice. Because these people, some of these people, their only intention is to control my channel and take advantage of me. Well, it's after 3 and my phone is dying, guys. I'm going to have to quit this live stream soon. How about we read a Bible verse or something before we end it, okay? I am so behind, though, guys. I'm way behind in the comments. I'm so sorry. Wow. Thank you so much, Anna. I got paralyzed from the neck down 8.5 years ago from using heroin. Seriously. I didn't know you could get paralyzed from the neck. Well, actually, that makes sense because some people inject into their necks when they lose all their veins. And that can lead to like a brain aneurysm, stroke, and even being paralyzed from the waist or neck down. I'm really sorry that happened to you, man. That's awful. That's scary. I was in the ICU for 3.5 weeks on a ventilator and in the hospital for 2.5 months. And you're very strong, man. Yeah, God bless you. I'll say a prayer for you, man. Heroin hasn't destroyed my life. I just skip more meals and I go a few days without a shower, like I'm here lying in my bed, but I go out to buy drugs and use that. Yeah, we're not about glamorizing the use of heroin here. It ruins lives. And if you think it's great now, it's because you're naive and you haven't been using long enough for it to destroy your life. And it'll happen quickly, my friend. With, after 5 years, it really goes down. I mean, it starts to go downhill after 3 years of using, depending on the trajectory of your use, depending on the amount you're buying every single day. Some people just are really excessive. Eventually it's either going to lead to prisons, institutions, or death. And that's just a fact. It's never going to end well. I don't know who Ellie from The Last of Us is, but I should check it out. I'm gonna look it up. Ellie from The Last of Us. And then we're gonna read some Bible verses. Yeah. Yeah, next time I inject soy. Oh, wow. Yeah, get rid of them. Absolutely. God, they're bad. Goodbye, 2025. I'm Jeremy Ken. Stop your... Okay, let's get rid of this bastard. The game version, not the show version, okay. Wow. Guys, don't quit drugs. I have done drugs for over 4 years and nothing happened. People like her just talk all that shit for no. Wow. Wow, man. Misinformation. Report. Okay, you know what? In fact, this guy needs to be put in timeout forever. Not Jeremy's bad. Okay. And goodbye. Okay. I wouldn't like to admit that I only brush my teeth like twice a week. Okay. Yeah, you're the one who's also trying to. Heroin hasn't destroyed my life. I just get more meals and I go a few days. Yeah, you fuck off. Well, let's put this guy in timeout too. 24. Because for some reason I can't completely get rid of him, man. Those guys are bad. So yeah. Water under the bridge. Let's get rid of those guys. Okay. Oh yeah. I was gonna look up Ellie from The Last of Us. I tried to I'm only able to report or put people in timeout. It seems that there's no like complete like permanent blocking button there. Doesn't seem like there is. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Big Boss. Hide button, really? Okay. Okay. I'll do that then. I didn't know it removed it permanently. I thought it merely hid it from people. Okay. Hide is block. Got it. Wasn't really aware of that. Okay. Now I know. So next time they come by, boing. Skaboosh. Skadoosh. Get bent. Now let's see. Ellie from The Last of Us. Last of Us game. Ooh, they chose the wrong actors for that character probably. Oh, that's Bella Ramsey or whoever the heck that is. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, a little bit, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Who is not allowed? People who say that doing heroin's like the best thing since sliced bread and try to inspire people to go out and use. People who consistently insult me and creep on me for days and days and days on end on my live stream, those people get blocked. I'm going to be 35 in February 26th. Okay, baby, I'll let you out. Of course, I love my dog. He just jumped off the bed because he wants to go say hi to whoever's out there. Okay, baby boy. Okay, Porsche, you're so big. Porsche. Oh, sorry, buddy. I just want to close that real quick. Okay. Sorry, there was something on the ground. I just didn't want anyone to see there. Okay. Gotta be careful about stuff. No leaving mail out on the counter and stuff like that while I'm live streaming. People don't want to dox myself. That would suck ass. Endanger my whole family. Yes, I'm an artist. I have all my art on my Instagram. I can show you some of my art now. Here's one that I just got commissioned by Raid the Fairy, one of my viewers here actually. This is Chester Bennington. It's a watercolor, and I also do oil paintings as well. I like how his face, neck, and hands turned out quite a bit there. Here, I gotta let Shando in again. He's demanding. Oh. One sec. One sec. One sec. Let's see. Oh dear. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna be 35. 35. San Wu. That's how you say it in Chinese. Come in. Come in. I'm doing something, honey. Doing something here, buddy. Can you not? You can't decide because there's someone out there. Okay, well, I'm busy. Just a sec. Here, guys, I'll read one Bible passage. We're gonna call this live stream good. No, I'm not from the Midwest. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. Not California and not Washington. It's Oregon. At least it's a little better than those places. Anyway, how was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna read some of the Bible. Shando, you gotta wait for me to be done if you don't want to come in right now. What day and month will I be 35? February 26th. Come on in, baby. Come on in. I'm busy, hon. Come on in. Kiddo, come on in, baby. I can't come out there right now because I'm busy, but man, I gotta finish this. Okay. He's being real clever with me. He wants me to engage with the Republic right now. Yeah, I'll show you some more of my art. Sure. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Phone's dying, just so you know. So if it shuts off, do not take that to heart. But here is an oil painting of my best friend. It's oil on. He wants in again. One sec. Come on in, baby. Come on in. Come on. 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 Okay. I'm leaving it open then. Okay. I'm busy. Sorry, hon. There's an oil on panel. It's my best friend who passed away in 2021. Yep, that's my best friend. No, honey, I'm busy. I'm almost done here though. I'm almost done, okay? For now, I'm almost done. Here's a John Steinbeck, watercolor and charcoal and gouache on paper. Thank you. I like how the flame and everything, and the highlight on his cheek and everything turned out. Let me see if I can find some. I find other artwork, but I'll show you what some of my more recents. Here is a self-portrait as was requested the other day, and actually someone offered to buy it as well, and or commission me for custom work, but that's Shando and me. There's that. Oh gosh. Whew. Thank you. Yes, it is almost my birthday. Ah, my gosh, I can't believe it's almost the end of January. Yeah, it's at the end of February though. I do sell my art, Wes. I do. I take commissions. In fact, later I'm going to work on some art. Unless I'm cramping really bad, I'll let you know. We'll play it by ear, okay? Because like it can be so bad that I can't even hold my paintbrush still. I'm like all like kind of sweaty armpit and all that. Like just pain, okay? So if I'm in too much pain, we'll do something else. I'll go live, but we'll do something else, okay? I might get my heating pad or something. But I'll be painting. I'll be taking commissions. I take any and all commissions. And we can even have a little bid war. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. I'll have everyone bid on my artwork. How's that sound? Yep, I am a Pisces. I just ordered some like multi-vitamin sort of like mushroom gummies. I hope they're coming today. I hope, because they look delicious too. Yeah. Yeah, I love, there's nothing more satisfying than filling out an entire sketchbook, all nice and cohesively well rendered. When will I be doing the bidding? Or I'll be painting. Here's what's gonna happen. I'll be painting, and as I'm painting, and you guys see everything on, unraveling, the manifesting, I'll set. I'll ask people how much would they be. We'll have a bid. Like, okay, so if someone offers to pay $50, someone else might offer to pay, or $100. Someone else might offer to pay like $200 from it, and then someone else will have a higher price, and then someone else will come out with a much higher price than that. The bidder with the highest price is the winner. So we can do that when I paint. We guys can all bid on my painting while I'm working on it, or after I've worked on it. We'll do that. Oh, and when? We'll do that at I gotta let my phone charge, so probably like 6 o'clock p.m. Okay. Between let's see, it's 3:18. Yeah, it takes a while for my phone to charge, like 2 hours for it all the way. Sometimes less, an hour and a half maybe. Yeah. How about 6 o'clock, guys? 6 o'clock, I'll be back to live stream. Thank you. I love soda. That's a nice thing for you to say to me. That's a very nice compliment, because that makes me feel really a lot better, because I used to have absolutely perfectly strong teeth, man. I mean, my parents and my grandma spent so much on my braces and stuff. I went to the orthodontist and the dentist regularly as a kid, only for me to practically destroy my teeth with heroin. Like, if I put a little mirror behind my teeth under the light, I see right through my teeth. Like, I see the roots right through my teeth. You know? I see the erosion. You see that? Or there's like little striations. You see, are kind of like, kind of bumpy there, uneven. I used to have that, never existed there. So yeah, don't do heroin or drugs that wreck your teeth or make you neglect your hygiene or your health, guys. It's not fudging worth it. I haven't read the news in a while, Hamza, but I don't know what you're referring to there. I should look into that again. Look into see what's going on now. For all I know, he could be starting a war, but like last time I checked, he's one of the few presidents who has prevented wars from before they happened, and one of the first presidents in my lifetime, to not start a war. So, but we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm not. If Trump does something I don't approve of, I'm very clear and transparent about it. I don't like beat around the bush. I don't let any biases warp my, my judgment and what I see. It's like, I didn't approve of how he handled the Epstein files, and I did not approve of how he responded to Rob Reiner's death. I just thought that was very tasteless. Epstein files could have been handled a lot better, in my opinion. But who knows what the hell he's dealing with, like, in that sense. Like, he could be trying, but then he's got like all these advisors and people and powerful people around him. There could be like some national security thing. Like, it's just kind of, it might be more complicated than we're able to wrap our heads around at the moment. But I still think he probably could have handled it better. My Discord link is expired in the pin message? Really? Let me see. It shouldn't be. Let me see. My Discord is emerald_wing_13473. Let me pin that. Oh, it's already pinned, guys. We're all good. Did it really expire? Let me change that then. Let me fix. I mean, we're gonna end it pretty soon though, but that'll be one of the last things I do. Yeah, we're losing battery. The actual Discord room. Oh, I see. I see. Huh. I'll look into that. Oh, the sound's off? Sound's off. Do you guys hear me? Is the sound off? Because it doesn't say my mic is off. Do you guys hear me? Yes. Yes or no? Oh, good. Maybe, I don't know what the problem is. So what part of the Bible would you like for me to read? Thank you. Thank you, for liking my art, Rebuild Duster. You guys, and it's amazing because, like, when my confidence dwindles and when I'm exhausted from everything, I don't feel like getting out and doing all my artwork. Sometimes it's like I feel like, you know, sometimes I feel like pointless. But ever since I started this live streams, I've had the idea to get back into my work and show people my work and maybe sell more of my work. And it actually has happened. Like, as soon as I started doing that, people have been commissioning me. And so I just want to say how grateful I am for that, because you guys aren't, I mean, financially you're helping me, but also, like, soul, you're helping my soul to heal. Like, that painting is my bread and butter. That is, sketching is, like, making art is my bread and butter. It's the one thing that really gives me a sense of purpose. It's the one thing I feel like I'm actually really, really good at. Everything else in my life, I mean, I'm a pretty good writer. I know that because my friend Adrian, who was a copyright proofreader for a while and read hundreds and hundreds of books, he was a voracious book reader. I mean, when he was like 21 years old and ran away from the German army, who was put into solitary confinement for 6 months, and he just read stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of books. Like, the guy was well read and a very, very good writer, and I had him proofread my work, and he said there was barely anything to correct. So I'm a pretty good writer too, and I'm relatively well read for a lot of people, you know, like millennials these days, you know. For people these days, because a lot of people just look at their phones and stuff. They don't read as much. And I know, ever since I got the phone, I do not read nearly as much as I used to. You guys are getting me to read the Bible more. You're getting me to do my art more. And I just want to say how much I really appreciate it, because that's good for my soul, man. Thank you, Barney. I mean, that means a lot. Yeah, we millennials did get shelved. It's like, you know, I read an article somewhere that stated that, like, of all the generations, boomers are the ones who are most resistant to talking about, like, will plans after they pass away with their children. They think that millennials are too immature or too dumb to handle finances, apparently. That's from the article I read. I don't know how accurate it is, but it was kind of interesting. You know. You write a short story of post 2 daily. I should post more shorts because they get lots of good views and they're easy to do, kinda. Yeah, you have a good day, Zhuang Nidang. Okay, I'm gonna read from the Bible, guys, before my phone dies. Yeah, I mean, I haven't always been good with my money, especially, you know, after recovering from addiction. It's like sometimes I'll replace one addiction with another. But if, once I'm on a trajectory, once I've gained momentum and I find tactics and strategies and ways to save money better, then I'm really actually I can be good at it. I need to be on a roll, so to speak. But if I haven't made money in a while and it's like, oh, there are so many things I've needed to get for a while, it all adds up, man. It all adds up. You can lose $300 so fast. Yeah. Huh. My dad told me that what he had by the time he was 40 compared to what I have. We had no chance. He was honest and told me he never made more than what I make. I make more and have far less. Huh. Interesting. Hello, princess. Hello, princess. You are very beautiful. Let me take you to Mother Russia, Moscow. I just had to do that, guys. I've been watching too much Vlad. Oh, hello. I'm an Ikero. 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 Hi. You're my angel, buddy. Yeah, money did stretch a lot more back in the day. When I was like a kid, I used to walk down to the Minute Mart with my $5 allowance and buy a huge, huge bag of candy, like heavy ass bag of candy. How much I can get from that very same store just down the street, like with my money now, with a $5 bill now? Two things. A candy bar and a drink. If even. Dumb. I mean, even like bottles of soda are like $3 and something cents now, whereas they used to be like $1.25 or something. Ooh, we're at 7% charge, guys. You know what? I'm gonna start reading a Bible passage. Which one do you guys want me to read? Because we're at 7%, and my phone's gonna die any minute, any second. Not any second, but any minute. I do not drink a lot of soda because it's very unhealthy. I drink coffee, water, and tea. This is the Ignatius Holy Bible. Which passage would anyone have an idea? Start with Job. Okay. Got a specific passage or chapter you'd like for me to read? Yes, we read the Bible on my channel. I think that even if you're not religious, you can benefit from the Bible. There are so many good messages in there, so many interesting stories, and just even from like just a historical standpoint, it's fascinating. Even like if you don't believe any of it's historical, like think of it like ancient literature or whatever. It's beautiful stuff. Oh, don't tell me what to do, Explorer. The Bible actually does have way more lessons to grow than any self-help book ever could. But I do have a self-help book somewhere up there. I do. I might have a couple, in fact. I have Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. I got the Tao Te Ching. I got all kinds of stuff. But I got like 5 Bibles, and I'm Catholic. Reads. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy, this guy's gonna start spamming me. Okay, I'll open randomly. How about I open randomly, okay? I just gotta get this because my phone is dying. From far away, it's like... From far away, like that dollar sign looks like a 5 to me, so I'm like, oh, $542, but then it's just like, oh, of course. Yeah. Okay, so let's open a random page. Okay. Ezra. We're on Ezra chapter 7. Sorry, my hair's all in my eyes there. Now, after this, in the reign of Artaxerxes, oh gosh, Artaxerxes, okay. Now, after this, in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of Persia, Ezra, the son of Seraiah, son of Hilkiah, son of Shallum, son of Zadok, son of Ahitub, son of Amariah. I'm glad they place it in syllables so that I can actually kind of read it. Son of Uzi, son of Buki, son of Abishua, son of Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron, and the chief priest. This Ezra went up from Babylonia. Finally, this story moves on. This Ezra went up from Babylonia. He was a scribe skilled in the law of Moses, which the Lord, the God of Israel, had given. And the king granted him all that he asked, for the hand of the Lord his God was upon him. And there went up also to Jerusalem in the 7th year of Artaxerxes, I don't know how to pronounce that. Xeerx, Xerxes. Gosh, man. The king, some of the people of Israel, and some of the priests and Levites, the singers and gatekeepers. We're not really getting much out of this one. Okay, we're gonna, because it seems like it's very long and it's just full of names. We'll do a different one. Random passage. Son of a gun. I had a my very first manager that I worked for at the co-op, the health food co-op. He used to say, son of a gun and bitch. I'm not reading the Quran, I'm reading the Bible, the Holy Ignatius version. Okay. So we're going to read Maccabees, chapter 7. In the 151st year, Demetrius, the son of Seleucus, set forth from Rome, sailed with a few men to a city by the sea, and there began to rain. As he was entering the royal palace of his fathers, the army seized Antiochus and Lysias to bring them to him. But when this act became known to him, he said, "Do not let me see their faces." So the army killed them, and Demetrius took his seat upon the throne of his kingdom. Then there came to him all the lawless and ungodly men of Israel. They were led by Alchemus, who wanted to be a high priest. And they brought to the king this accusation against the people. Judas and his brothers have destroyed all your friends and have driven us out of our land. Now then, send a man whom you trust. Let him go and see all the ruin which Judas has brought upon us and upon the land of the king, and let him punish them and all who help them. Interesting. I don't know why, but for some reason that reminds me of this whole issue I had with all with my moderators and everyone. It's just like, destroy them. It's like, no. Everyone's just like losing it. Okay. So the king chose Bacchidus, one of the king's friends, governor of the province beyond the river. Yes, this is the Bible. Thank you, John. Thank you, James Ventura. Yes, t-shirt, I agree. Yeah, well, you, of course, like, Jesus is part of my Catholic religion. Like, don't tell me what to practice. Yeah, the Protestant Reformation was basically rebellion against the Catholic Church. For instance, the Anglican Church came out because King Henry VIII wanted to divorce his wife, and the Pope wouldn't let him. It's usually because they want to do things their way instead of God's way. Anyway, because the Catholic Church is the church that was founded upon Peter. When Christ named him the rock of his church, that's when the Catholic Church was established. Okay. I'm gonna do one more, okay? Because we are now at 2% battery life. Let's see if we can do one random here. Let's see. Ooh, I want to do Ezekiel. How about Ezekiel or Luke? We'll do Luke. Luke 28, 22, 28. You are those who have continued with me in my trials. You are those who have continued with me in my trials. As my Father appointed a kingdom for me, so do I appoint for you, that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Simon, Simon, behold, Satan demanded to have you, that he might sift you like wheat. But I have prayed for you, that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned again, strengthen your brethren. And he said to him, Lord, I am ready to go with you to prison and to death. He said, I tell you, Peter, the cock will not crow this day until you 3 times deny that you know me. And he said to them, when I sent you out with no purse or bag or sandals, did you lack anything? They said, nothing. He said to them, but now let him who has a purse take it, and likewise a bag. And let him who has no sword sell his mantle and buy one. For I tell you that this scripture must be fulfilled in me. And he was reckoned with transgressors. For what is written about me has its fulfillment. And they said, look, Lord, here are 2 swords. And he said to them, it is enough. I'd love to read more, guys, but I gotta charge my phone. We are now at 2%. I'm hungry. I'm gonna make myself a snack. It's amazing you are reading the Bible live. I'm trying to read it since 2 to 4 years, and I'm still in the beginning. Sorry for the mistakes in writing. I'm not. Oh, you're okay, dude. You're a-okay. I'll read the Bible every day for you guys. It's amazing because I have a hard time sticking with it and being consistent. You gotta kind of find strategies and methods in order to get yourself to do certain things. Establish a good habit, a good practice that'll get you into it. And I think this is just perfect because I'm also kind of spreading it around to other people, and I think it's wonderful. Absolutely. I'm from Roman Catholic Apostolic Church. That's what the priest says. For me, it's just another version or way I think all religions are connected. Yeah, they're all connected in some way. But we are the first Christian